Okay, and regarding that document, it's called a no means to pay document, isn't it? Right, I'm not filling out a no means to pay document when I have got the means to pay and I've paid. Alright then, how you doing? We're at Sainsbury's today, Sainsbury's Taunton. I'm going to be filling up my fuel tanks again in my car. So a quick update on a few things. Some of my subscribers might remember that I got arrested down at Exeter police station. It was a case of mistaken identity. If you remember, the police lady came out and said, is your name Julian? And I said, well, some people call me Julian because that's like my middle name. And she said, well, I'm arresting you for suspicion of breaching your court order. You didn't know, and blah blah blah, and arrested me. And there's a big huge ugly thug of a policeman called Tony, and he grabbed hold of my wrists and forced my hands behind my back, put the cuffs on excessively tight, and they bundled me in a police van. So that's my arrest that I call arrested for being called Julian. Anyway, I complained about that, and they said that they thought that they were right to arrest me because with the information they had at the time, blah blah blah, they think it was justified. So I complained to their review body, and they reviewed it and said, yep, we think it was justified. So I took civil action with my solicitor, took civil action against them, and just had notification come through from my solicitor that the police have admitted liability for it and have offered compensation. Nowhere near enough for the injuries caused. They pressed the cuffs on really tight, so tight that you know, I had deep trenches around my wrists. You couldn't put them on any tighter. It was like literally torture. So that was the initial pain, and also when he arrested me, he bent my finger back. So it was this finger, I don't know what it's called, I think it's index finger, but you know, I'm a carpenter, I use that finger for grabbing wood and stuff like that whilst I'm cutting, and I genuinely feel pain and suffer because of it, even to this day. You know, when I clench my hand up, it's still painful. So I need a lot more compensation than what they were offering. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on that as it develops. So I was going to go to Asda and fill up Asda because of the way Absolute Audit was treated there by the security. But went to Taunton. Unfortunately, it's card only, so there you go. I'll have to look around for another Asda that isn't card only. But I will be tracking down Asda and dealing with them. So anyway, here we go. Going to do Sainsbury's in Taunton, fill up, and offer them the coins. We're going to be doing the £100 coin. Probably got about £200 worth that I need to fill up, so I might do a few 20s and a few hundreds, maybe. We'll see. For those of you who are new to this and don't understand or know anything about it, these coins are made by the Royal Mint. They're legal tender coins. This is a £100 coin. The Queen proclaimed them to be legal tender for payment throughout the United Kingdom. So nobody has to accept any form of payment, full stop. But if you owe someone some money and then they refuse to accept payment, then it negates the debt. So anyway, I'll be leaving it on the counter because I'm not trying to get something for nothing. I'm happy to pay. And this is my method of payment.
Before we even get into the fuel station showdown, remember, this isn't this auditor's first clash with authority. He's already had a wrongful arrest claim where the police admitted liability. That detail matters. When someone has already forced an apology out of the system, every future encounter carries extra tension. So ask yourself, are the police about to tread carefully or double down?
Thank you so much.
No, that's fine.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just to show you that I paid.
What's that?
No, we can't take that.
Can't take that one, I'm afraid.
Sorry, I already have. So that's 100,
No, sir.
50, 70, 190, 210, 230, yeah?
No, sorry,
No.
I'm not taking that, sir.
Okay. Alright. I'll be in my car then, alright?
That's fine, I'll call security.
Thank you. Come. Beg pardon? You up?
You're best to park up the police on the way.
Yeah, I was just going to park up over there.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, the police are on their way, eh?
Alright, here's where things get legally spicy. Legal tender is one of the most misunderstood phrases in the UK. It doesn't mean a shop must accept it for a transaction, but it does have a specific meaning when it comes to settling a debt. And that's the key here. Fuel first, payment after, that creates a debt. So the real question is, once he's dispensed the fuel, can they legally refuse valid currency to settle that debt? Watch closely. This is where policy and law start colliding.
Just to let you know, yeah?
Can I just put you on loudspeaker so you can speak to him, because he's recording this as well. Bear with
Yeah.
me. Right, okay, there you go.
Hi there.
Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hi, okay. So the £220 will need to be paid.
227, I think it was. Yeah.
£227, so that will need to be paid.
I've paid it. I've paid it. I've given them the money.
So you give them £220?
I've given them £230.
It's the silver coins that I told you about.
Yeah, so what are these silver coins? Could you explain it to me?
Right, they're legal tender silver coins made by the Royal Mint by proclamation of the Queen. There's £100, a £50, and the rest is in £20 to the value of £230 I've paid.
Okay. Okay, sorry, so it's because it's quite difficult being a live speaker. I'm trying my best to hear you, okay? So it's was it the Royal Mint, did you say?
Yeah, the Royal Mint coins, £100, £50, and three, how many 20s?
4 20s.
4 20s. Yeah. Is that,
Okay.
you can speak to the security, he'll confirm that I've actually given them the money.
Well, I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, but just because you haven't seen it, it doesn't mean it's not money.
Oh, absolutely,
so was
definitely, yeah.
Is it the set of 6?
No, it's, I've just explained to you what coins they are.
Only because in regards to if it being the Royal Mint, I'm going to have to go and check with the supervisor if they'll be classed as legal tender.
They are legal tender.
Yeah, so I'm just going to check that at the moment, okay?
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's
You're right.
Give me
fine.
a second.
Yeah. Why'd you phone the police? Just pay, someone pays with cash.
Yeah. The thing is, as you wouldn't surprise you that the guys in there plus myself, we've never seen that before. I'm not saying it's not legal tender, but I've never seen a £100 coin before.
When you first saw the new £20 note, did you phone the police about that as well?
What, when people pay for £20?
No, when the new £20 note...
I didn't get a phone call.
No,
I'm
when
security over there.
Yeah. But when the new £20 note came out, did they phone the police about that?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Or what about the new 10?
I
Or
think
the new
it's purely
5?
down to the fact that it's obviously a rarity.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay, so you phoned the police because somebody
Oh
comes
no, I
in
was
with
told to, my friend.
Yeah, I know, it's
You
okay.
know, I'm
no
only
problem.
doing my job.
Yeah, I know, mate. That's okay. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? That they kind of like jump up and down and phone the police.
To be honest, it is strange tender, isn't it? Though, because they're not. There can't be many of them around. Even the £20 ones I haven't seen before.
No, it's got to be about. I didn't work out. I think it's about £200 million worth of them.
Crikey, is that?
Yeah.
I've never seen one before.
Yeah. That's right. They come in packaging like this. Look. Oh.
So basically, currently, on the phone to the police, they're just verifying with their supervisor that is actually legal tender. Have you guys ever seen that before?
You would have the right to refuse the money that you've attempted to pay with. So you're able to do that if you want to refuse the money you paid with.
Right.
I'm still trying to get police out of there so we can kind of establish what's happened in person. So it's very difficult for me to see these coins.
Notice how calm he is. That's strategic. In situations like this, demeanor matters. If he gets angry, the narrative shifts from civil dispute to disorderly customer. But by staying composed, he keeps this firmly in the civil arena. And calling the police over a payment disagreement? That's a big escalation. So ask yourself, is this about law, or about unfamiliarity and fear of something unusual?
Quite difficult without you being there.
Okay. Is there
It
a...
depends. If he's willing to
here
wait
you
for the police to attend, we can get this all sorted. Or if you want to refuse the payment and take the jerry cans back of what you'd already filled up, I don't really know.
You don't really understand anything about it, do you?
But that's what we're trying to establish.
No, you don't really understand anything about it. The diesel in the jerry cans is mine. Yeah. If you look into the law of it,
Yes,
it becomes mine when it's dispensed out the pump.
There'll be a civil dispute.
That's right. It's a civil dispute, so it's not a police matter, is it?
Now, however, if you make off without payment at the moment...
No, I have paid. I have paid. You're telling them to give them the give me the money back.
If you're willing to wait for police attendance, you can get this all sorted out.
Yeah, well, you're telling
What
them
do you want to do? Do you want to... I think the two options are to sit over there and
Well, don't
wait.
have to. You don't. I have paid.
Or have you got a different way of paying?
No, that's my way of paying. You can't refuse cash.
Okay, so you're going to stick to that. So the thing is, obviously the police are going to be on their way.
Yeah.
So you're okay to wait?
If you're willing to wait for police attendance, you can get it all sorted.
Well, you're right with that, sir?
Yeah, I'm happy to wait.
Okay. There's spaces just there.
Yeah.
Probably be best to just park up there, sir.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, sir.
Police are on their way then, boys. Don't mind a little chat with the police, that's okay. So did you hear that? She says if they're legal tender, they don't have to accept them, they can give me them back and then I've got to pay them some other way. Why is she getting involved in a civil case? It's a civil dispute. You know, they've supplied the fuel on the agreement that I pay £227 sterling, and I have literally given them £230 sterling. I haven't even asked for the change yet. £230 sterling I've paid, legal tender coins by the Royal Mint, by royal proclamation of the Queen, yeah, and the police are telling them to give them back, advising them to give me my money back, and then so that they can say that I haven't paid. It's outrageous. Anyway, let's see how long it takes for the police to arrive. They're probably busy dealing with old ladies in the park and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
That's
just for
okay.
this. I'm just recording, yeah, because obviously,
absolutely.
you know,
Yeah.
you found the police and everything.
So I'm on my way now, and they're dealing with it because they're the management.
Yeah.
So I've just come out of courtesy, really, because you're being very calm and collected about all this. So thank you very much for that.
That's right.
This is a crucial legal chess move. If he takes the money back, the store can argue the debt was never settled. But by refusing to touch it, he's maintaining that payment was made. In contract law terms, this becomes an argument about tendering payment. The physical possession of the money becomes symbolic. It's no longer about coins, it's about who legally controls the narrative of payment.
Established that it is legal tender, which I know you know that anyway.
Yep.
But apparently all the pumps have a sign that says there's a limit to each customer, and I believe it's 30 litres. So they're now contacting in there something to do with the petrol people to find out where they go with that, because obviously they're your jerry cans. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know the
Thank
latest,
you.
sir. Okay.
I've looked into that, right, and the legislation about limitations on storage of fuel and transportation of fuel in jerry cans is to do with petroleum, not to do with diesel.
Oh, okay.
Right, from what I understand. I mean, I'm not 100% certain on this, but I mean, I have looked into it, I've asked the questions, and it seems to be a limit on petrol carrying, not diesel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, as far as the coins go, I'm right about the coins.
Yeah.
You know, like they've allowed...
even looking up Google it, they basically say they're normally collector's items, but they are actually legal tender.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a case of it being such a rarity that it's never happened before, that they're kind of like thinking, oh my God, can we accept this? So
yeah, well, you're kind of obliged to, because if I went in the main store, okay, and had a shopping trolley full of food, and then I put those coins on the counter, you could say, no, I don't want those coins.
Have you had, out of interest, have you had any difficulty before with?
It's something I do all the time.
Do you get problems?
Yeah.
I was going to say that,
right.
you know.
But another Sainsbury's, I did it, and they were fine. They took the coins, gave me my change and receipt, and said it's a bit unusual payment method, but we've established their legal tender, so that's fine.
Absolutely.
So phoning the police is actually quite extreme. It all depends on the person, you know.
Yeah.
Depends on the person.
I was told when I got the phone call, you know, gentleman's absolutely calm and collected, and you know, there's no issue, but we just don't know what to do. So I came over to see if I could help, but they're actually on the phone now. But I thought, rather than you just sit here not know what's going on, I'd let you know. Just
you finish work, do you? What time do you finish work? 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. All right. So
all right, buddy.
They'll be out to you soon, sir. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to wait too much longer, I'll be honest, because I've been pretty reasonable waiting this long.
That's why I thought I'd come out to you.
Yeah.
If you drive off, sir, you know, it's entirely to you. I don't want to say what's right, what's wrong, because obviously I don't normally work here. I'm actually helping out, but I just wanted to give you common courtesy to let you know that it's definitely legal tender. Now they're trying to establish how much I don't know. They're just making it more difficult. I think it should be just a case of saying thank you very much and letting you go on your way. But
yeah, they're trying to find a reason.
Dealing with it now. Okay.
Yeah, all right, buddy. See you later then. Thank you.
Now watch the shift. The officer and manager are no longer debating whether the coins are real. They're debating whether the store can bank them. That's a business inconvenience, not a criminal issue. Police are supposed to deal with crime, not enforce store banking preferences. So here's the engagement question. At what point does police involvement in a civil disagreement become overreach?
Hi, do you want to talk to me?
Pardon?
Did you want to talk to me?
Yes, so obviously you've handed over the coins as tender.
Yeah.
Obviously it is legal tender, you are correct.
Yeah.
But as Sainsbury's, we aren't obliged to take that because we aren't able to bank that here. So unfortunately we will have to ask for some other means of payment to purchase that fuel.
What do you think legal tender actually means?
Pardon?
What do you think legal tender means?
I'm not into a debate about that. We're not accepting that as a tender here. It's a private company.
So you accept it as legal tender?
Yeah, but we can't bank that here. We don't have the means to bank it, so we don't accept it.
That's not my problem if you can't bank it, is it?
Well, yeah, but we don't accept it.
Well, you already have.
No, we haven't. You just put it down.
No, I gave it to the lady and she put it in her hand. I didn't put it
That's
down.
not accepting it.
I think it is.
No, it's not. So, do you have any other means
I
to
think
pay
you're
it?
obliged to give me a receipt, aren't you, though?
We
Because,
haven't processed the transaction because we haven't accepted it.
well, I think you're obliged to give me a VAT receipt by law, aren't you?
If we process the transaction, correct, but we have not processed any transaction.
Okay.
So, have you got any other means of payment?
That is my means of payment.
So, have you not got any other means?
But that is my means of payment.
Well, and we can't accept that means.
Well, then you're just saying that you don't want to debate it, but then you're kind of debating it, aren't you?
Well, no, because it's quite simple.
Right, so okay, let's go back to the question. And what does legal tender mean?
No, yeah, we understand what legal tender means.
What is
We
legal tender
cannot
then? Can you
accept-
explain what legal tender is then?
No, I'm not explaining that.
Would you want me to explain it to you?
No. Have you got another means of payment, or do we just need to process it as a civil recovery issue?
Well, I've paid.
Well, you haven't. We haven't accepted it.
You don't need to. Well, you have accepted it.
We haven't.
Well, I haven't got the money, have I? You've got the money.
Well, we can give it back to you.
Well, I don't want it back.
Well. So, you know, it's up to you.
I've been quite reasonable in waiting this long. You know, being quite
I
patient.
understand that, but unfortunately, we aren't able to take the payment.
Okay, well, I didn't have trouble at another Sainsbury's.
All right. Well, I don't understand what they've done differently. What Sainsbury's is that?
The one in Exeter.
Which one in Exeter?
The
So I've
one
worked in
near. The one near. I'm not that familiar with Exeter, but it's the one nearer the road that goes to Cornwall, not the one further into town. Is it Exwick or is it Alphington?
Yeah.
Alphington one.
Okay. Well, I can.
He gave me the change, gave me a receipt.
All right. Well, I can speak to Alphington because they're going to have problems with banking that money, so they've lost that money.
Well, I haven't lost the money. They've got the money. It is money.
Yeah, but
That is money.
She can't bank it.
That is money.
Yeah, but
That
we
is
can't
money.
bank it. So, do you have another means of payment, or?
Yeah, but why should I give you another means of payment? It's like you saying that you're refusing to accept a £50 note, isn't it?
Yeah, but as a private company, we can refuse and accept what we would like to accept.
Yeah, but you can't advertise that a customer can take.
We also
hang
advertise
on.
You can only have 30 litres, but you have overfilled, so you haven't read what we can do and what we can't do anyway. So we're not going to go into that debate. So you either have other means of tender, or we're just going to process it as civil recovery.
I've paid. So
You haven't accepted the transaction.
yeah, but I've paid. I've got video footage of you accepting
Yeah,
it.
you've put down. And why are you filming our police? Because that is, against the law.
Are
to
you
film someone
filming?
against their wish.
Are you filming?
Because you're on private property.
Yeah, but you're
This
filming.
is
aren't
private property. We're
Yeah.
allowed to do what we like.
you? Okay. Well, that's a civil dispute anyway, isn't it?
So, yeah. Well, so are we processing as a civil? We've got your.
It's up to you how you process it. You can process it how you like. You can melt it down if you like.
So would we like to go and get your money back, and then?
No,
we'll
that's
process
your
it?
money now. It's not my money.
No,
It's not my
we've
money
not
back.
accepted it. We've not accepted it.
It's your money.
Would you like to go and get the money?
Well, I'm not. I won't have it back. See?
Once we get that and go to the hospital and get money out, we can do that. Alternatively, I know that there are forms.
Are you a police officer?
Yes,
Right. Can you identify yourself, please?
of course can.
Why aren't you wearing your badges then?
Because I haven't
The shoulder
started my
badge.
shift.
What number are you?
1866, Bridgewater Police Station.
Mrs. Bradshaw, Miss
That's
Bradshaw.
correct.
Hiya.
Miss.
Miss.
Hi.
Hi.
I
Hiya.
understand that you've paid, but the tender that you've given them,
I
they
don't,
can't
I
bank.
don't want that back. I'll just leave a little crack so I can hear you. Go on.
Okay, so they've asked for another form of payment because
Yeah.
they can't accept this form. Have you got another form of payment on you?
That is my payment.
Right, okay, but that's not tender that they can accept.
Yes, it is.
They're asking for another form of
Yes, it
payment.
is. Let me explain something to you. When you was training to be a police officer at the beginning, yeah, you swore an oath, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what the first sentence of the oath was? Go on.
It's been a long time.
All right. I'll give you a clue. It's about the Queen.
Yeah.
It was to serve the Queen faithfully.
Correct.
Right. Now those coins are legal tender by royal proclamation of the Queen herself.
Okay.
Right. She's authorised within the legislation for the Royal Mint to create those coins, and when she proclaimed them to be legal tender, she said that they are legal tender for payment throughout the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Right now, they've allowed me to take goods, and then pay after the event. When the fuel goes into my vehicle, it becomes my fuel, but then it becomes a debt. Okay, now the whole point of legal tender is that you can use it to pay a debt. As the Queen said, it's for payment throughout the United Kingdom.
Okay.
So they don't have to accept it, and if they was to give it back to me, it would negate the debt. Okay, it's not a police matter; it's a civil dispute. So really, you know, I mean, really, you should be telling them that it's a civil dispute.
I've just spoken to them and said about the document whereby you can come back and pay within 24 hours. They're saying that they don't want to accept the tender that you've
Right.
given them. Is there an alternative method?
I'm not going to pay in any other way. I've already paid. Okay, and regarding that document, it's called a no means to pay document, isn't it? Right, I'm not filling out a no means to pay document when I have got the means to pay and I've paid. It's almost like an acceptance that I haven't got the means to pay when I have.
Okay,
The Queen said that the Queen said that it's a legal tender for payment throughout the United Kingdom.
May I take your name, please?
No. Oh, yes, you will, because I'm driving.
Sorry?
Yes, you can, because I'm driving. Sorry. There you go. Although technically parked up on private land.
Tiverton, is that where you still live?
Yeah.
Thank you. You're correct. It is the number
Which is fine. We can process it for our process.
He has got a lot of these in as well.
Yeah, we've got all the details. That's fine.
Obviously, the gentleman seems quite calm. If anything was to escalate, then call us back.
Can we have his
No, I'll be going soon.
Sorry?
I'll be going soon, as soon as I've finished dealing with it.
Is that the money?
No, I don't want that. If you give it back, then it negates the debt. Did you see that, officer? Officer?
Yes,
I've paid and she's thrown the money back in.
They've asked for another form of
No,
payment.
she's thrown the money back in. Do you understand? Can you explain to them that that negates the debt? You can't pay someone and then they just throw the money back at you.
Here's the paperwork.
Do you want to remind them of that? Do you want to remind them of that? There you go. That's your money. Who's the store manager here then? Neither of you two. Can you give me the receipt then, please?
There we are. So that's the details of the transaction, sir, okay?
Can you show it to me? I paid it though.
Yeah, but it's unacceptable tender.
Officer. Did you witness them give me the coins back, didn't you? And when I have paid, yeah?
I've witnessed them give you the coins back. I've also witnessed them say that it's unacceptable tender. They're not willing to accept it. Therefore, they've asked for another form of payment. You haven't provided it, so that's hence why they're giving you the form.
Well, I don't want that. Can you give these coins back to her, or can you keep them as evidence?
I'm not giving the coins back.
Well, you do realise it negates the debt anyway.
They haven't accepted
Well, I
it.
don't want that either. That's nothing to do with me. I would like a receipt though, please.
You've been
I'll
served.
give you a receipt. The transaction's still outstanding, I'm afraid.
Do they have to give me a receipt for VAT purposes?
You haven't paid
I have
because
paid.
they haven't accepted the tender.
I have paid. They had it in their hand. They threw it back in the car.
Okay, but they
you
haven't
witnessed they
accepted,
threw it
they
back
haven't
in.
accepted the tender, so therefore there isn't a
So
payment.
it's for, as I said to you earlier, the Queen said that
I
these.
understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
and you've obviously done your research.
Yeah.
What they're saying is it's not acceptable form of tender. They're not accepting it, therefore the debt hasn't been paid.
But you're an officer of the law, aren't you? You're a sergeant or just a PC?
PC. Hence
Yeah.
why they've given you this, because they want you to pay in another acceptable form of tender.
So what do you think? If they said that they didn't want to accept a £50 note and threw the £50 notes back in, yeah, and then gave me that, would you think that's reasonable?
Well, you
Or £20
have to
notes.
offer another form of payment. If
No, if they-
what you're offering is not acceptable,
Okay, so say
then it's
I-
hard to ask for another.
Okay, so say I had 50s and £20 notes, okay, and I went in there to pay them, and they said, "Oh, sorry, we don't accept those," right? Yeah, but even though this is theoretical, yeah, we don't accept those. And I say, well, I've paid and I've left the money on the counter, and they came in from back in the car. Would you still be saying that it's up to me to pay in some other way?
But they just said that's an acceptable form of tender.
Yeah, but it's not down to them as to whether it's acceptable or not. It's down to the state.
They don't deem that acceptable.
It's down to the state. It's not for them to
right.
choose.
Well, they've served you with this. They haven't accepted payment.
I don't want that. That's nothing to do with me.
Right, okay, well, you've seen it. She's showing you it.
Yep.
Okay?
I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it is. What is it?
It's
I haven't signed any. What is it? A no means to pay form or something like that? How did they get my details? Did you give them my details?
Because you've given me your details.
Right, that's against the law. It's a breach of my personal data. You should not have done that.
Paid.
You have not. You should not have done that.
You haven't paid.
You know that. You should not have done that.
You haven't paid.
I have paid.
So they can take.
I have paid. No, you've given them my details, and
are you accepting this?
You've given them. I'll be lodging a complaint about this.
Okay.
You know you're going to be in trouble for that, don't you? No.
You're not.
You know that you're going to be in trouble for that, don't you? Because you're not allowed to give them my personal details. Well, there you have it, guys. Breach of my data. Police giving private corporation my details. They threw the money back in the car.
And this is where it potentially crosses into serious territory. Police collect personal data for law enforcement purposes. If no crime has been established, sharing that data with a private company raises data protection questions under UK privacy law. That's not a small matter. The dispute started over coins, but it may end as a data protection complaint. And ironically, that could carry far more weight than the £230 in silver sitting in the car.